Alright guys, straight into it, how to 10x your sales as a concrete resurfacer. If you're wondering, who is this guy, why is he telling me how to 10x my business, these are some of our client results. As you can see here, I'll zoom in. 1,200 leads, $7,000 spent, $1,700 spent, and 400 leads, cost per lead of $4, cost per lead of $5, and these are both resurfacers. So you can say that we are honestly the best, I swear, we're the best growth partner for resurfacers. I can say with confidence, anywhere in the world, these results are just killing it for our clients. Okay, so I want to make this video for some people out there who may be getting a $20, $30 cost per lead and thinking, all right, my cost per lead's high and my conversion rate's shit. How can I improve my conversion rate? And I basically want to go through that back-end system from when a lead comes in. What does that back-end system look like in order to convert that into a sale? Okay, so if you're having this problem, this video is for you. Okay, so number one, if you have the problem of increasing contact rates, so pretty much with leads who are unresponsive, so when you call the lead for the first time and they don't answer, here is some of the strategies we are implementing and we have implemented in order to increase that conversion rate with sales. Again, if you get more people to pick up, if only 20% of people are picking up, if you up that to 40%, you've just doubled your sales, assuming that your conversion rate is still the same. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have a back-end system. Ideally, use something like Go High Level. We have a white-labeled CRM system which we give to our clients. But basically, you want to have an automated SMS message. Or not for this. So for this one, if you're calling them manually, you want to send them a personalized SMS within the first 5 minutes. So if you call them and they don't answer, hi name, I just tried calling regarding your inquiry about concrete resurfacing. When would be a good time to chat? And just copy and paste this for every single lead that comes through. The next is email outreach. So send an email within 15 minutes of the missed call, providing additional information and suggesting a callback time. Sometimes people will misspell their phone number. So if you reach them through email, you're able to collect about 20% more of leads that you can be still contacting. Okay. Now this is a big one. Multiple contact attempts. Okay. Schedule follow-up calls at different times of the day for the next 3 days to increase the chance of contact. What I see most resurfacers do is they'll call all their leads at 9 a.m. and go, oh, these leads aren't answering, okay? Who knows, that lead could be dropping their kids off to school and they're in the car listening to music with their kids and they're not taking any calls. So split test the times you actually call the lead. Try 9 a.m., try 12 p.m., try 5 p.m. and find out which time leads most likely answering. Actually track the data. When are they most answering, okay? And call all your leads at that specific time, okay? Another thing, use local present numbers. Don't be calling, don't worry about using softwares. Don't be calling on 02 numbers or 1300 numbers. Okay, don't. Please call an 04 number because what happens is if people see it's an 02 or 1300, they're pressing decline or they're not going to open it. It's like a pre-frame. They know it's a company, they're going to end it. If they say an 04, it could be a friend who they don't have in their contact, okay? It adds a bit of curiosity to it. Now, multiple attempts, again, contact leads at least 3 times at different times of the day before marking them as unresponsive. Now, this is a big one as well. Create a thank you page video going over next steps and what to expect on their call. So I'm going to show you an example of what our one looks like in a second here. So this is what our one looks like. When someone books in a call with us, this is what that pre-frame video looks like. And what this aims to do is increase the hotness of the lead. So you want to warm up that lead. Basically, you go through you thank the lead, thank them personally, make it very personalized, let them know what to expect when they're getting onto that. Like, for example, if your intro offer, please don't be doing get free quotes, do a 30-minute design session, okay, which we'll talk about here in the value section, and tell them exactly what they're getting in this session when you go out to quote them. So obviously it's just disguised as a quote, but you're just giving value. Tell them, right, first thing we're going to do is go through all the colors with you and design a color that's best suited for your home. Second thing, etc., etc. So do that on a video like this, a thank you page video, and go through what are the next steps now. What we're going to do is we're going to organize a call. Well, you have a calendar, you'd already have organized the time and date, but go through what we're going to be covering, list out everything, and what to expect from their end and expectations from your end, okay? So basically that is what it's going to look like, and build authority. Tell them about who you are, tell your story, and also let them know what to expect, which you just discussed, which frames as like, okay, these guys are going to be calling me. The next thing, again, if you're having trouble with leads answering or leads pick up the phone, a big thing is instead of saying get a free quote like every other company who has a terrible offer, by the way, give them a 30-minute design session, okay? when it comes to converting leads, it all comes down to your offer and how you differentiate from your competitors. If you have a shit offer, you won't be getting results like these. All that matters with getting leads is your ad creative and your offer, and then converting those leads comes down to just your straight offer and your sales, which we'll talk about in a second, okay? So pretty much recapping, that is how we're going to be focusing on getting leads to respond, okay? Automated SMS messages, emails, multiple contacts, like use all these things to increase the call rate. And one more thing I haven't put inside here is call leads within the first 5 minutes. If you're not calling leads in the first hour, forget about that lead, they're gone, okay? Make sure you're always calling leads as quick as possible. If you call leads within the first 5 minutes, you have just 4 extra sales. It's actually a true statistic by Harvard. Type that up. So make sure you're calling them in the first 5 minutes or get an appointment setter to do that for you, okay? Next thing, if low quality leads are mentioning price, okay, this is something I see a lot of times. Most companies or most resurfacers don't know how to deal with, if they see like someone's mentions price, they say, oh, it's a low quality lead. Okay, it's not true. It's how you frame it on that call. So your goal here is to pre-frame your value and qualify leads before they contact. Okay, so tactics is like create a pre-qualifying form, post lead entry, asking about budget, timeline, desired outcomes, if you can do a landing page, and add out what makes you a great fit for this service. So make it sound like who needs who here. You need us more than we need you. Like if you're getting, this is a lot psychology based. If you're getting this much leads and this much result and you're actually genuinely busy, you'll be able to say this because you can say, look, I'm genuinely so busy, like what like is this a good fit or not? Like again here, as I said, use upfront messaging. This isn't for everyone. We specialize in long-term results. We specialize in getting you the best home possible, the best outcome. We're not selling you resurfacing, we're selling you safety for your kids, which we'll talk about in a second. Like find out their problem, which we'll go through, and explain your premium positioning and transformation focus. You're not focused on selling services, you're focused on selling outcomes. Okay, and focus on that long-term results and not just about price. Okay, and again, that thank you page video, some of this stuff will be repeated, but this thank you page video really does help with warming up the leads and B, positioning yourself as the expert. Okay, now third, sales and closing. Now this is where it gets interesting. Okay, I've actually used this. So we traveled to Spain, which again from Australia is like 25 hours, to go to a mastermind, and we learned from one of Chris Spearman is his name. We learned from him one of the best frameworks I've seen for closing deals. Honestly, this guy sells $50,000 US packages for health coaching for CEOs. Okay, so he knows exactly what he's talking about when it comes to sales. So if you have an issue when you've quoted a lead and they go ghost, most of it's going to come down to your sales. Okay. You're not selling resurfacing, which I'll get to in a second. Provide each client, so this is more for like what we do, but we'll push give clients sales scripts, including reporting, discovery, but basically I'll go through that here. And keep the frame as if you're the expert and you're trying to solve their problem, not just close a deal. Okay, so this was his 3-step close framework. Okay, so you got the problem, solution, product. Okay, this will make sense in a second. Basically, you cannot pitch someone if you don't know their problem and you don't know the solution. Okay, what most resurfacers do is they'll come in and they'll go, right, like give them a quote, what are you looking for? Oh yeah, I just want some, this color of my design. Okay, I'll get you a quote and then I'll send it back to you. If you want to do it, go ahead. That's not how you're going to close deals. It's not personalized at all, okay? So do not pitch someone if they do not have a problem. They are time wasters. If you ask someone, why do you want this? And they go, and you don't find that specific problem, then they're time wasters, okay? So the way you find the problem is by asking why 3 times. I'll give you an example here. Okay, let's say you go and quote someone and they say, and you say to them, you want to upgrade your driveway because you've reached out. Why do you want to upgrade your driveway? The homeowner might go, oh, because it's very slippery around our driveway. Okay, and then you go, okay, and why does that matter? Homeowner might go, oh, because my kids fall over and I'm worried that they're going to get seriously injured. And you go, oh, so you want this so your kids are safer. You've found that problem, and you can do the why even more. Okay, so why do you want your kids to be safer? And you can just keep going, like honestly. But do you see here, if you say, and you find that specific problem, you can provide them with a specific solution. So then another example is a homeowner might not have kids, and they might think that, the different problem is that they see their neighbors do it, and they want their driveway to match their home. Okay, so you want to upgrade your driveway, scenario 2. Homeowner might go, why do you want to upgrade your driveway? The homeowner might say, because it's starting to look old and crack, and you might go, Okay, I got it. And why does that matter? Give me 1 second, let my light just turn off in the office. That's what happens when you've got automated lights in your office. Anyway, back to it. So you might go, okay, and why does that matter? The homeowner might say, well, the house next door just redid their driveway and now mine just looks worse. And you go, okay, I see. And why is that important to you? Honestly, I take pride in my home. I don't want to be that house on the street that looks worn down and everyone else has got the best houses. And you go, oh, okay. So do you see how now it's, if you say, okay, and you provide a solution to this or a solution to this, do you see how much more personalized it is? You've just built that connection. The best sales, this is what I learned from Chris Spearman, the best sales is not a script, it's using these. It's using you're just listening to their problems and providing a solution. So let's say the problem we found was that you want your kids to be safer, okay? Don't go into your product, but the solution, okay? And you go, let's say they said, oh yeah, I want to do this because I want my kids, to feel safer. You go, okay, it makes completely sense, you're not alone. A lot of homeowners we work with, they do feel the exact same pressure that you're feeling, What if, it's raining one day and your kids are playing soccer on the driveway and they slip and they hit their head? I've heard that, I've heard stories about that. But the thing is that if you want to do resurfacing, you don't just want that for, the design and stuff. You want that to make sure that your kids, you don't have that anxiety that when your kids are coming home from school and then the driveway from the car and they're running home into their house, they don't fall over. That's exactly what resurfacing can do. They go, oh yeah, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. Okay, and then you go into the product. So you know the problem. You've told them the solution is through resurfacing, and then you go through the features of it. Okay, well with resurfacing, we actually have these. We're actually able to seal all the cracks and use. I'm just making stuff up here, but we use this non-gradient sealer. I don't know if that's actually a real thing or not. Use a non-gradient sealer to make sure it's less slippery, basically, and go through the process, which ensures that your kids are safe. And I might go, I genuinely need this now. This guy actually listens to my problems. He's told me the solution to my problems, and he's shown me how resurfacing actually does that. I need this. And then basically, that is how simple sales can be. If you just listen to what the prospect's saying to you, And the best thing about that is that you can actually run more ads when you find out the exact problem. So if you see 10 of your quotes have said the exact same problem about safety, make an ad about safety, okay? And basically, that's the whole sales process you need when you're on quote to close more quotes to get more sales. Honestly, it's that simple. The 3-step process, okay? Now, what we're going to start doing is role play. So with our clients, role play with someone. Go to one of your employees or whoever's doing the quotes. Role play. If it's you, find someone, your dad, I don't care who it is, and just role play with them. Weekly, or provide recordings with annotated feedback. So go through. We actually have an AI bot we're building at the moment where it'll go through the transcript and automatically send our client exactly where they went wrong. So objection handling, all that stuff. It does that pretty much for them. But include a structured follow-up sequence again, SMS plus email. After call with urgency-based CTA, I've got some bonuses for you guys. So high converting activation campaign and a high converting urgency level, which I'll go through at the end of this video. Okay. Number 4, quote to close drop off, which we just pretty much went through. That's more for sales, but if you're having an issue as well to converting more quotes into paying clients, send a next step email after quoting, so you can automate this. But payment links, timeline in a bonus for fast action, which I'll go through. Basically the urgency in the bonus now. Use a 48-hour follow-up SMS, just checking in if you've had any questions on the quote we sent. We're happy to help. And a guarantee your urgency driver in the quote, which I'll go through in a second after this, and include a testimonials deck or client results PDF in the quote. So go through how many reviews you have, build up that trust, and basically go through testimonials. If you have video testimonials, if you don't have video testimonials, please, what are you doing? Collect video testimonials from your clients, okay? That helps dramatically with closing, okay? 3 main things: know, like, trust. If they know you, they like you, and they trust you, they're going to buy from you, okay? Now, one of the bonuses we have here is high converting urgency levers, okay? So you can actually put this in your quote. Basically, fast action incentive. You can do, now this is more for I wouldn't say core, but basically you change fast action incentive to, for example, being let me try to articulate this. Let's say you charge for, this is just a random example. You can either do, I don't like discounts, you can either add a bonus. So for example, we'll give you the first maintenance free next year if you sign up this week Basically, it's fast action incentive. Instead of saying I've waived setup, this is more for like what we would do as an agency, which creates urgency. The next is calendar scarcity. So this is a really good one. We only take a few resurfacing jobs per week to ensure quality. This week's window is closing. I'd like to give you a spot before it's gone. Result momentum framing. Every day we delay, your concrete is going to get worse and worse. Eventually, you're no longer looking at a resurfacing job. You could be looking at a full rip up. That's way more expensive, way more painful. I don't want you 30 days from now saying, I wish I started then. That's a really good one as well. Team capacity framing. I'm locking in fulfillment capacity now. If it's a yes, we secure your resources today. My team's really, really busy. I've got like one more spot similar to calendar scarcity. But look, if you really want to get started, I can get you started today, but we have to do it this week. Now, loss aversion. I hate for you to look back knowing this was the window and didn't act. Let's lock it in. Frame the cost of delay. So you've been thinking about this for weeks already. What's it already cost you not to move or not to upgrade? Change that. So for example, you've been thinking about this for weeks already. You've seen my ad 2 weeks ago. You've still been contemplating it. This is more good for reactivation. If you've quoted them, you call them up after the quote. You've been thinking about this for weeks already. Like, what's going to happen if you don't get this sorted now? What happens if your kid comes back from soccer training on Tuesday night and they get out of the car and they slip and fall? Obviously, you wouldn't frame it like that, but that's pretty much the frame of the cost if you keep delaying it, or you can even link it back to that. Look, if you keep this up and you don't actually do this soon enough, you're going to do a full rip up, which is going to cost you 10 times more. Okay. Internal future pacing. Imagine it's 9 days from now, your job ad looks sharp, it adds value, and you/your kids are no longer sleeping in the rain. Are you ready to lock it in? Imagine in 90 days now, you've got the best concrete in the neighborhood, and everyone's asking you how you did it, and everyone's jealous of your driveway. That's if it's based on their problems. So whatever problem they had, I'd use that as well. Now, coming back up, number 5 is don't call leads quick enough. That is a big problem I see. Most companies think they can just call leads 2 days later and go, yep, what, the leads are shit. They'll call leads 2 days later, the leads are shit. Here's the tip. If a lead is saying, I don't recall filling out a form, or I don't recall, whatever, you're not calling leads quick enough. If they've forgotten about you, like after a day, they've forgotten about you already. These leads are so busy, the last thing they're thinking about is resurfacing the driveway. So you need to be calling the leads within the first 5 minutes, have an automated SMS and email sequence instantly on form submission, which we have at the moment. And then if your team is unavailable, implement an AI responder in Guy High Level, which is a software we use that answers common questions and collects more info. Okay, so we're actually building this out at the moment, an AI phone caller that basically calls the leads and sends them a booking link to our clients. That's something we're building out at the moment, which is very, very good. Number 6, if you don't want to call leads all day, okay, you need to remove reliance on constant outbound calls, double down on content, okay, so I can just book in with you. Content, your origin story, like please, I've seen, like, yes, you can run ads and get results like this, but if you want to convert a lot more as well, you need to be focusing on your content, not just ads. How can you ensure people know you, like you, and trust you? Know, like, trust all comes from content, okay? So make sure you're not just running ads, you're doing content as well. If you can't call leads quick enough, you can also add in an appointment setter to call the leads for you and just charge them commission. Okay, so that was that one. This one, sorry. So if you don't want to call leads all day, use a booking first funnel, which we actually do for a few clients, where it just sends them a calendar link, please book in a time with me to book your free 30-minute design session. Automate lead segmentation, so booked versus unbooked, and only call hot leads, and use the automations for the unbooked. Delegate calls to a VA or appointment setter, charge them commission, and use structured SOP scripts. Now, if clients are not showing up to appointments, which are not showing up to their 30-minute design session, or they're cancelling on you, send a confirmation SMS and email as soon as they book in. Add a reminder 24 hours before, 1 hour before. Use a video confirmation page, which again was similar to what I went through before. Here's what to expect on the call. Basically, follow up no-show. So if they say cancel or they no-show, or say like, well, obviously you're going to their location to do it. But if they say like, oh, can we rebook please? I'm busy. Anything like that, have a no-show automation. So, hey, it looks like we missed our 30-minute design session. We really want to get this started. Please rebook a link with me here and basically put your link in. Okay. Offer incentives to attend. Again, so you obviously wouldn't do a call, but if you want to get them into I love calendar. You're going to book them from lead to calendar. Add some urgency. First 10 who book in will receive free color consultation, free I'm just making ideas here. For free 30 color ID or a free color consultation, I'm just making stuff up, where you can go through this. Okay, so that's another thing if clients aren't showing up to meetings. Now, the second bonus I want to give you guys, I don't really like, I don't know, I love helping resurfacers because I genuinely know that I can help them, like our company can help them. So I want to give you guys as much value as possible. This will kill it for currently. If you have a lot of leads at the moment who haven't converted, this is a high converting reactivation campaign. I've done it so many times, and the thing I love about it is that it holds the frame. Okay, send this to your email list tonight. You can just go on ChatGPT, take a photo of this, and go, "Can you please send me this in my writing?" So the subject lines already still want a better driveway. Hey, first name, just checking in. You were interested in giving your driveway a proper refresh without ripping it all up or spending a fortune. So pain points. We've opened a few private strategy calls this week. I changed this to, we've opened a few 30-minute driveway design strategy sessions this week. Nothing fancy, just a short video that shows exactly how other homeowners are doing it, saving thousands and making their home safer. If you're still in that season of need more but not just anything, watch this. Add your link here. If it speaks to you, let's map something out. The big thing I like about this is this next line. No pressure. You're framing it as you're already so busy. That's the frame you want. But if you're serious about upgrading your driveway this side of the year, this is the window. Insert your name, founder. Now, you'd also send them this SMS tool or WhatsApp. Hey, first name, it's your name here. Quick one, we've just reopened access to the system, helping homeowners upgrade their driveways without full rip-ups or crazy costs. Thought of you. Here's a short video if you're still in that space. Add calendar link. Let me know if you want to chat through how it could work for you. 24 hours later, hey, first name, just a quick nudge. That short video I had prepped for you, still live for a bit longer. If you're still thinking about upgrading your driveway, if you're thinking about giving your driveway a proper upgrade without the mess or spend, happy to walk you through it. Add Calendly link. I'll keep a few core slots open if it sounds like a fit. So basically, these are all automated for our clients. Basically, if they've got 100 leads, if they go, I need a job, they don't need any more ads, they'll just go, right, 100 leads who haven't booked in yet, send them this. 5 are going to book in, they're going to close 1. It's pretty much that simple. If you're getting all these leads, you can decide when you want to close deals, which is honestly ridiculous. But yeah, this is whole video on how to get lead to sale. If you guys have got any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you want a roadmap from how to even get results like this, and you need help with your closing rate, whatever it is, we are a growth partner for just for concrete resurfaces, specifically for them. Also, you get a bit more broader with concrete, but concrete resurfaces, these are resurfacing companies, we kill it for clients. Honestly, I don't know, I love working with resurfacers. So if you have any questions, you can either comment on this video and I'll get back to you, or just book in a call in the section below. Again, any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys soon.